Hello guys, welcome to Black Hot Fan Network, which is media for the 21st century, and today it's a Good Friday and it is International Women's Day globally. I hope your day is turning out well, and happy Women's Day to all the ladies out there. We hope that you get to achieve all your dreams, and you also get to raise one strong independent lady, or you also get to be that independent lady. So with that said, this is the Black Hot Fan Network, which is media for the 21st century, with me, your host Calmie, and this is the African Diary Show. And today on the African Diary Show, we're going to look into entertainment, because this is a Friday, so we'll give you feedback on the entertainment in Africa here, and on of course certain matters, achievements, and the challenges, and all the hula baloo coming up on our social media regarding entertainment. So today we're going to celebrate one important artist here in Africa. He goes by the name Diamond Platnumz. Yes, you've all seen Diamond Platnumz gracing your screen since the time he started his musical journey back way in the year 2006 till date. So that's quite a long time. Of course, Diamond Platnumz has been involved in scandals. Being in the limelight, you need to be, being in the limelight, you can't avoid getting into scandals once in a while. And of course, the scandals that have been surrounding him were that of his ex-girlfriends, the likes of Hamisa Mobeto, the likes of Zari Hassan, the likes of we have a lot of ladies surrounding Diamond Platnumz, to his current girlfriend, whom we all think he's going to marry, because since Diamond Platnumz started dating this lady by the name Tanasha Donna, we haven't had any scandal relating with him being linked with ladies. So his scandal life aside, we're going to focus on his achievement. Diamond Platnumz is the face behind Wasafi Records, and he started Wasafi Records in the year 2014 when his musical journey has escalated. So Diamond Platnumz is one of the artists whom we celebrate today, because he's been in the game for too long. He has worked very hard, and I'll get to share with you a few pictures of how he started his musical journey. That is before the fame and after the So yes, Diamond Platnumz, he has been involved in a lot of scandals, and the scandals that did surround him back then was of his ex-girlfriends, the likes of Zari Hassan, the likes of Hamisa Mobeto. In short, Diamond has been linked to a lot of women. Of course, with such great talent, ladies will definitely be wooed by Diamond Platnumz. I like Diamond too, but oh well. Recently, Diamond Platnumz is dating Tanasha Donna, who happens to reside from Kenya, though she's not of Kenyan nationality, but she happens to be a radio presenter here in Africa. And since they started dating, we believe and we wish them the best, because for once, Diamond Platnumz has dated someone an age lower than him, so we believe that the couple is going somewhere. You can take a look at their beautiful pictures. It just says that the couple are having great time together. So away from his life in scandals, of course, being in the limelight, scandals will definitely be part and parcel of you. So Diamond Platnumz is one artist whom we celebrate internationally and both locally, because he has achieved, he has taken music to another level. The music that I'm talking about is the bongo flavor. Back then, when bongo flavor was introduced into our system, it didn't hit as much as it does right now, because of the way Diamond Platnumz has taken it to another level. So Diamond Platnumz has, he is the face behind Wasafi Records, and Wasafi Records, he came to introduce Wasafi Records in the year 2014. Yes, 2014. That's a very long time, basing that he started his musical journey in the year 2006, which means that Diamond Platnumz is a patient man, because being in the music industry and not giving up. And I'd like to share with you a few pictures of him, how he was before the fame and after the fame. That's Diamond Platnumz, yes. And it can tell that he is one hard-working musician, owning a record label which is a house of a lot of artists, the renowned artists, the likes of Rayvanny, the likes of Harmonize, the likes of Queen Darlene. And these people at Wasafi Records, they have taken Wasafi Records to another level. So congratulations to Diamond Platnumz for taking Africa to another level. Tanzania, his country is of course, Tanzania, his country is very much appreciating him for being in their, for taking the bongo flavor music to another level. So Diamond Platnumz, apart from the controversy surrounding him once in a while, he's also having a good relationship with a lot of artists in his record label that is. And it reached at some point back then in last year, he even went ahead and surprised the artists on his recording label by buying each one of them a new brand car. Well, that's something. I mean, that's appreciating talent. He didn't let his life being in the limelight affect him. As we know, a lot of artists who are affected by the celebrity, I mean the diva tantrum things now affecting a lot of artists, but Diamond Platnumz didn't let that affect him. He's known to be still that humble boy from Tandale. So to Diamond Platnumz and Tanasha Donna out there, we're wishing you all the best. We are your #1 fan still, and continue taking the Wasafi Records to another level. And we've seen artists like Burna Boy recording also with Diamond Platnumz. Burna Boy, he is from Nigeria, and also the likes of what's his name? Neo. Yes, Neo from of course abroad. He has also been featured in Diamond Platnumz. So which means that Wasafi Records to be able to cater for a few artists to come and record for its recording label, it means that that Wasafi Records is just a dope recording label. So away from that, away from Tanzania, away from Diamond Platnumz, we do celebrate Diamond Platnumz. And once again, welcome back to Black Hot Fire Network, which is media for the 21st century. And it's me, your host, Calmie, and we're going to look at a lot of entertainment stories. For more of this, only tune into Black Hot Fire Network. Away from that, Zimbabwe has had a lot of controversies regarding its, do I say the holy men, that is the pastors in Zimbabwe, from the likes of Pastor Lukau raising Lazarus from the dead. Zimbabwe will still keep to amaze us from this new pastor who goes by the name Ian Ndlovu. Yes, Ian Ndlovu is also a pastor who happens to come from Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe is found in Africa too. Now, we're still in shock. We're still trying to come into terms from what Pastor Lukau exposed us to. I mean, I'm not the same ever since I saw him raise, that is raise in quotes, someone from the dead. Which means that in Zimbabwe, the ministry there is just a mess. But we are yet to see whether this Pastor Ian Ndlovu, his prophecies will come to terms. Now, this pastor claims that in East Africa, one prominent political leader is going to be assassinated. Now, Pastor Ian is not clear as to whether where is this pastor coming from, but he went ahead and mentioned countries like Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, and Rwanda. He claimed that he has had a vision from God, and God is telling him that one of these important political member in East Africa, in one of the East African countries, he is going to be assassinated. Well, we're yet to see whether this prophecy will come to take place. Of course, I'm not wishing for someone to be assassinated, but we're yet to see whether this prophecy is going to take place, because Pastor Ian still claims that the prophecy even revealed the name of that politician, but he's still going, the name is still withheld. He doesn't want to share the name with the public, but he is urging his congregation to pray for Africa as a country, to pray for our political leaders, because they are faced in danger. Now my question here is, if you are a man of God and you've had a prophecy or of course a vision regarding a certain individual being assassinated, then I think it's up to you, because if you claim that it's a vision from God, then in my opinion, I think God will want you to warn that individual such that maximum security can be increased for that individual, or that individual will just know that an assassination is going to take place, and they'll do their best to avoid that assassination. And I think if one has a prophecy regarding an assassination, it will definitely tell you who wants him dead. So Pastor Ian Dlovo in Zimbabwe, we're here to see whether this prophecy he's having, whether it's going to come out, whether it's going to come to pass. But again, we do not wish for any individual to be assassinated, regardless of why they're being wanted to be assassinated. We're still coming into terms with Pastor Lukau's raising from the dead, and of course, the developing story is that he claims that the man in the coffin, that is Mr. Elliot, then he claims that Mr. Elliot, when he was when his coffin was released from the morgue, rather, he claims that Mr. Elliot was alive, which means that Pastor Luka was he's trying to cover his tracks, because in the ministry we all saw it on the videos. It's all over YouTube. It shows up that Pastor Luka was trying to resurrect a man, but in his defense, he's like he didn't know the man was alive from the morgue. It's just a complicated story, but you all know he was trying to win a lot of followers to his church. So with the ministries in Zimbabwe, we just hope that the Zimbabwe ministry, or rather the Zimbabwean churches, they will have a pastor who will show them the light. But who are we to judge? Maybe the Zimbabwean people do like that, and maybe these pastors do have these visions as they do claim. So what we all just gonna do is sit, relax, and wait for this vision to come to pass. And of course, nobody is wishing for anyone dead, but to facilitate, or rather to see whether this story is going to be true, then we're just going to give it a matter of time, because Pastor Ian claims that the person who's going to be assassinated is a powerful person, but this powerful person still, he says that he has no great influence over the people, but he claims that his death will bring the country, of course, to a standstill, because there will be people wouldn't take it lightly because of this assassination. And he also claims that a lot of lives will be lost due to this assassination. Well, we just hope that the ministry, or the vision that God is sending to him, will at least change this assassination thing that is about to happen. Well, that is in Zimbabwe with their pastors. We're here to see whether this will come to take place away from Zimbabwe and their amazing pastors, in quotes, with their amazing pastors, because we do not know if these pastors are real or fake. But at the end of the day, is how you think about your pastor, how you, your faith also do guide you. And also it apart from your faith, it's about where do you believe in. If you believe in Christ, well and good. If you don't believe in Christ, well and good. Of course, you have every right of how you want to think. Every right of how you want your dominion to be. So away from that, I'll take you to South Africa. Of course, South Africa is still coming into terms with the shock of Pastor Lukau. All over the world, people are just shocked with this Pastor Lukau, and he's still there preaching. We're yet to see whether the cases that have been, the files, that have been opened, the case files that have been opened for him, if whether justice will prevail. But this is Africa, justice never prevails. So South Africa is still coming into shock when it comes to matters dealing with them having funeral occasions. There was this incident whereby the South African community was astonished, whereby a rich kid had died, and the family of this rich kid decided to bury the kid with a lot of money, and even the friends of this of the bereaved of the deceased kid, also they did come to his funeral, and they did pour alcohol on his coffin. We had to know what kind of rites they are performing. But my take is that they are trying to be with, having the last moments, or rather, the last moments with their friends whom they have lost. And this friend happened to come from a high-ranking family, and it was a family that was rich. So in my thinking, or in their way of thinking, I think they were trying to, I mean, by them pouring alcohol on his coffin and him being buried with money, it tends to reflect his way of life when he was alive here on earth. Well, that's their story. Away from that, now in South Africa still, I mean, with them, I mean, South Africans and this coffin issue and the rites that are being performed there is just weird at some time. And some have taken it to the extent of performing some rites, which people believe that the ancestors are being offended by some rites which are taking place in South Africa. So it happened that a man had asked for a ride on a coffin, and these people, of course, the people who were carrying the coffin, I think they allowed him to take a ride on the coffin. And from the videos, the man can be seen with a whip. It's like he's riding a horse. Now picture this: this is a man in a coffin, and another individual is on top of that coffin with a whip. So what was the symbol of this? Did the deceased probably owe this man taking a ride on his coffin money, or had they had some argument when he was alive? We are yet to know that. We still don't know the full facts, or what type of a rite was this individual trying to perform. And of course, the South African people are not happy about this, because this act in funerals, we just in funerals, it is the time whereby you pay your last respect to the dead person. So but here respect was not paid to this person, whereby you find that an individual is hitching a ride on the coffin and swinging a whip in a manner that he's riding a horse. It's just so sad. And people have come out to bring out the South African people, to be precise, have come out to bring their views regarding that matter. Some of them saying that this man could he could have made the ancestors sad, and some rites are yet to be performed over the graveside of this individual I mean the late individual whom the man had hitched a ride on. And this just still a lot of menace when it comes to South African people and coffin and also funerals. Also the likes of Zodwa Bantu. Zodwa Bantu is a South African dancer but she has been banned in a lot of places because of her indecent dressing. So also she did hit the headlines when she did go to purchase her own coffin, and pictures also did emerge on social media of her trying to fit the right coffin. Of course, her being in the coffin, trying to fit the right size of the coffin for her. So we just don't know what's with South Africans and coffins. We'll take a break on that, then I'll come back with more stories for you. Welcome back to the show. This is Black Fire Network, media for the 21st century. With me, your host, Calmie. We have been talking about entertainment in Africa. And before we do wind up the show, I have a few things I'd like to mention of our artists. Of course, these are the artists who have been in the game for a very long time, and also new artists who have been introduced in the game, and their music is just dope. Our first artist who has taken the world by storm, like everybody wants to listen to this song, is Mungu Halali by Blinky. The song is titled Mungu Halali, and it's just a nice song. He has taken it to another level by the way he has of course blended in the beats and blended in the music tones. Of course, I mean, yes, the beats, the tonal variation in that song is just so awesome. So just go check out on Blinky. He's an artist. He's an African artist, of course, and the song is titled Mungu Halali. He happens to reside from Kenya too, and his song is just so amazing. So that's one of the new artists that we are welcoming here on the music, on the entertainment industry, and his song is just so dope. We are yet, I mean, we're looking forward to expect more of songs such as the one he just produced. Moving away from Blinky, I'm taking you to Tanzania again, Tanzania and Nigeria, where we have Harmonize and Yemi Alade. Harmonize and Yemi Alade have been known for their great collabos. There's this collabo they did together, and it was called 911. It was just a hit, and I think when these two of them, when they're being merged, then it's just awesome and quality music which is being produced. And of course the music was recorded at Wasafi Records, and Wasafi Records is known to produce high quality music videos, and also the artists, what they do bring on the table is just some quality stuff to listen to. So Harmonize and Yemi Alade have yet again collaborated, and the song is titled Show Me What You Got. It's just great. It's a danceable music. You can just dance to it any day, anytime. So that is Yemi Alade and Harmonize, which means that East African artists or African artists that nowadays they are trying to do collabos with each others, and a lot of these collabos have come out successfully. So congratulations to Yemi Alade and Harmonize for yet again another hit. And also here in Kenya we have Phenomenal. Phenomenal is an is a Kenyan artist, and she has produced a lot of songs in the music industry, and lately she's working under a new project. Phenomenal has been known she has been endorsed for the genre collection some time back, so which means that music has taken her places, and she's doing very, very well. And she has at some point she has switched from being a musician, though still she has other projects coming up. Of course, in the music industry you do need to take a break. So right now she's working as a producer, and her work is yet to be released out in her new project. So that has been all about entertainment industry. Remember to go check on Blinky, and the song was the Mungu Halali. And also remember to check on Harmonize featuring Yemi Alade, which goes by the name Show Me What You Got. And also go check out on Phenomenal's new project, which is yet to be launched. I think by next month she will launch it. So thank you for tuning into Black Hot Fire Network, and for joining me here. For more stories regarding entertainment, remember you can only get them on Black Hot Fire Network. And it has been amazing sharing with you this entertainment news. Be ready to get more of this next time when we tune into Black Hot Fire Network. To be precise, that is the African Diary show. So until next time, do have a great day, and do enjoy your day, and God bless you all. And as always, it is Black Fast. So for the last time, I would like to tell you thank you so much for tuning into Black Hot Fire Network. So peace, and peace to you all, and Amani, Dada and Ndugu to Black Hot Fire family. So do have a great day.